Hey, and welcome to today's twin flame reading for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. And then I have a couple of cards too for the current union energy going on. So, yeah, we've had a little more of a simple layout. Today, have a nice candle. Remember to keep that flame in your heart alive, no matter what is going on, right? And so and that goes too, like, even if you feel like you have it all, and you do, and, like, bless you for having it all, right? But remember that you also need to keep on going the distance from wherever it is that you're at. So there's always greater like achievements to be had and all of that. And so I think that's a part of what it means to keep the flame alive too. And if you're going through more of a like dark night of the soul kind of time, or anything in between, just focus on that. Yeah, so let's get started with the Divine Feminine. Got some strawberry quartz here, very pretty, and we have 3 decks going on. I just have one Moonology card by Yasmin, Boland, so remember to stick around till the end so you can see both of the union cards. And then I have 3 Divine Animals Oracle cards by Stacey, Demarco, and then I have 2 Nature's Whispers Oracle cards by Hartfield. So anyways, let's start with kind of, we'll start with sort of what's on top. Well, maybe like, I think I'm going to change my mind. So we have this nice labradorite here. And I just said we're going to start with what's on top. I'm like, well, why am I trying to I put this on top. Maybe it's just, meant to be pulled first. So we're going to look at the first union card, and then we'll look at the DF and the DM, and then we'll come back to the last union card. So this is work through your fears. I think it really speaks to what I was saying about the flame. And yeah, I know, like, I just received some really amazing guidance, and but it does mean, of course, like, committing more deeply and going all in. It's kind of sometimes just feels like jumping into the deep end of a pool. Like, well, if you do a belly flop, like, at least you made it in the pool, and you're gonna start swimming, right? And it doesn't have to be like that. Maybe do a very graceful, dive off the diving board, whatever it may be, though. It's safe to go all in, and it's safe to receive the universe, because the universe is a safe and friendly place. And so things are going to be uprooted that are out of alignment with that, and that can look scary, but it's not real. So don't run away, because if you run away, your twin flame's going to run away too. And that's not the point of being on this journey at all. So work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio, so it's about going deep, I think. And yeah, just like looking at those places maybe that are sometimes a little harder to look at, but with a more casual eye. So yeah, just taking on kind of that sort of approach to it, where there's a casualness and the ability to work through things from a place that feels good, essentially. So that's the union card on top. We're going to go back now to the DF, and her first card is expansion. How nice. So she's taking the DM's hand, Divine Masculine's hand, and it's about like stepping into your power, right? Like, no matter how things look on the outside, no matter, I don't know, what anyone is saying, and maybe like maybe people are saying really amazing things too, and I'm sure that that is happening because it always is. But if you give power to what is happening that's not that, it's just gonna like sort of make you feel like, oh, can I step into this? And yes, you can step into it. You don't need to give the illusion power. It's not true. So yeah. And look, there's a double rainbow. Been seeing a lot of rainbows lately. I know it's like I claim more of who I am, and I think, you know, the rainbow is such a universal symbol. And yeah, it's also Pride Month too, so I think it really speaks to claiming yourself no matter what, and claiming your whole self and stepping into your power. So yeah, and the rainbow is a miracle, right? Like it's like, how does a rainbow even happen? I think like it's, yes, of course there's, you know, science behind it, but it's really miraculous. When you look at rainbows, you don't really want to look away, or prisms. And there is that sense of like, how is this happening right now with all these colors? It's really cool. At least to me it is. But I think that's a general thing. Like, you know, we're attracted to that. And there's a good reason why. And yeah, so just expanding. This feels very peaceful and gentle. And yeah, it's safe to accept your divine masculine and his offer, whatever that may be, you know, inwardly in your heart as well. And don't be afraid to be you, you know, like, and just it's also about letting the divine take you by the hand as well, and lead you so that you may lead. Very beautiful. So let's go on to the last card for the DF is Will, Tiger. This always reminds me of the song, I Have the Tiger. Yep. Rising up to the challenge of our rivals. But in truth, you know, you don't really have a rival, right? Your rival is actually yourself. It's like you're competing against your own obstacles within yourself, your own doubts or questions that have gone unanswered, whatever it is. So it's important to have willpower, and let that be easy. I mean, let willpower come through to you. You don't need to like act manly or like a man to have willpower, and you don't need to protect yourself and come off that way to have willpower either. You can actually be very strong just from claiming the true essence of yourself, and know that you are protected no matter what it is that you've been through and that would tell you otherwise. You are, and so you're rooting out the illusion by claiming that, and by, you know, taking this is kind of a leap of faith that she's taking as well, like on this tiger, right? So yeah, and that just makes it easier to, it's cool because it's like it's this process of claiming your own power allows you to be claimed and to be taken by the hand. And that's powerful, you know. There's like nothing outside of this whole situation being one that feels peaceful and powerful. So yeah, just going deeper with that. It's also cool, there's like this weird little castle, oh, there we go, whoa, in that flower. So I think it speaks to, you know, a blooming foundation as well, when you're willing to kind of utilize your will to believe in yourself, and yeah, ride the tiger, you know, fiercely, not like fierce in a, I don't know, a way that's, you know, out of alignment, but just yeah, ride the tiger and take that leap, and you'll get to see what's on the other side. But if you don't, you won't. So it's only one way to get there, you know? So let's move on to the DMs cards. Got this nice citrine crystal, very abundant energy. So the first card we have is Catch Your Breath. All right, so if you're the Divine Masculine and you've been doing a lot in one way or another, could be more inner work, could be more outer stuff, combo probably of both, then, you know, it's time to, you probably really are relieved to see this card, or as the DF, you know, you can feel into this as well. But yeah, it's time for the masculine to just recognize what he's been doing and catch his breath, and not, like, you know, feel the need to overdo something. And I don't know, there's a really, like, nice butterfly here, and so I think there's something about catching your breath leading to that place of transformation, and giving you also that strength where it's easy to you know, take your divine feminine by the hand and just, yeah, like, be yourself in a way that feels like good to you just in your heart. But you do need like, you need your, you know, your own time and space and whatever to process too. And so it's safe to take that wherever you're at, and just, like, observe in a peaceful way what's going on and within you and around you. So let's move on to the DM's card here. Wolverine, fierceness. Oh, there's that word fierce again. Well, this card is, like, I don't know, I guess, like, I would say kind of like hyper masculine in a way, but it can always apply. You never know what you're gonna get for either side, right? But yeah, it's the other side of the divine feminine taking that leap of faith, is, like, this fierceness within the divine masculine to really, like, to really let go of illusion, like, to really see the truth of his divine feminine. So it's about being fierce to the illusion, and it's about standing ground even if the DF is getting angry inside or outside, you know, or both, and to love anyway, to just, you know, withstand that, and to, like, feel the power within you both, and not the not the illusion, right? Like, not the fear or whatever, but allowing it to happen, and, like, instead of trying to avoid it, so actually, like, allowing emotions to come up between both of you. And that's kind of what it means to take your divine feminine by the hand as well, is to allow that process to happen, and to commit to what's, like, actually under all of that, which is peace and harmony. So that's really cool. Let's move on to the middle card. We have deer again. Been getting many deer symbols lately, personally. But yeah, power. So this is just about the power of the peace that you're both stepping into in your union, and how it's easier and easier to uphold that big responsibility, that big like, beautiful thing that is, you know, it is the both of you living as one, which is always the experience, but it's about claiming that on a deeper level, and just expanding into the truth and shedding the illusion. And there's something here too about like being observed, and just like a really like sweet vibe about like going deeper with how you feel about the world in general and about each other, that sense of harmony. So yeah, there's just something gentle and sweet there to pay attention to, and it's safe to feel that and to feel your other emotions as well as they come up. And December 11th, so we always like that, right? Who doesn't? So yeah, that's a big nice sign from the universe about what's going on. So if you're feeling like anything being uprooted, this is why. So it's safe to focus on the truth and also work through your blocks at the same time without bypassing them. So you'll just always get better at that as you do your spiritual work, and know that there is an end, and when you are in perfect union. So you are always working towards that. You're not working towards like nothing. And yeah, it's really peaceful to recognize that. And you could just take a moment if you need to feel into what that means for you. So yeah, I guess that will do it for this reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and definitely like and subscribe if you'd like to get notifications for my readings, and check out the links below if you are interested in working with me as well. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your week, moving on into the weekend ahead.